Good morning, guys. So here's your video for today. Today's date is October 20th, 2020, and I'm going to take you through what we are going to be doing today. So we're going to go into the English 2 weekly assignments here. We're going to try something a little bit different today. We are going to be doing a Nearpod, and it's going to be self-paced, okay? And you can toggle back and forth through the Nearpod. There are some activities and some questions that are scattered throughout the Nearpod, so you are able to go back and forth through it. And it also serves as notes for you. You'll be able to access this whenever you need to review for, say, an upcoming test. Okay, so we're going to go to week 1. And my computer is slow. I'm so sorry. We are going to go to Tuesday's assignments. So today's Nearpod is going to be talking about the elements of an argument and organizational patterns. So as you notice, we have been talking a lot about persuasion and arguing, and that's because it's very important at this level. You guys lucked out this spring and you didn't have to take the STAR test. So you didn't have to write the expository essay. But we're moving away from expository writing now, and we are moving to persuasive writing. That is the essay that you will have to write on the STAR test. So we have to start getting you guys used to writing in this fashion. So this Nearpod is going to take you through the elements of an argument, and then it's going to go through some different organizational patterns. So when I say organizational patterns, what I mean by that is, how is the essay set up? There are a lot of different types of essays, right? There's argument, there's classification, there's exemplification, there's a definition essay. There's a whole lot of different organizational patterns, and you don't have to write in that way the entire paper. Maybe one paragraph would be a compare and contrast. Maybe another paragraph would be an advantage, disadvantage, right? So authors and writers a lot of time write in multiple modes of patterns, right? And so this Nearpod is going to take you through what falls under each category. So you're going to complete the self-paced Nearpod. All answers are required. So there are going to be some activities as you go through the slide, and you have to answer those on there, okay? And then, like I said, you can toggle back and forth to help you if you need to go back. If you need to look for an answer, specific answer, you can go back. And then number 2 is just to make sure that you've submitted your CDB and the identifying rhetorical appeals. Both of these assignments are found in the MP1 folder, and the CDB is in week 7, Thursdays folder, and the identifying rhetorical appeals is in week 8, Thursdays folder. Okay, and so if you still haven't finished that, you need to get that finished. The CDBs are very important. Not only is it a grade, not only is it your first grade, but those samples go to our district office so they can see where we are in our writing and what we need to work on. Okay, all right, so when you click on the Nearpod student paste, okay, so you're going to click on it and it should take you right to it. And you should see a screen that has your name on it, not mine, but since I'm kind of viewing this as a student, it will have my name on it. And it's moving rather slow. Just gonna wait for it. You will need to be signed into your Northside email to be able to access this content. So if you have the Schoology app and you're not logged in as a student, then you will need to log back out and log back in with your NISD email and password. This is taking extremely long. Okay, so this is what it will look like. And instead of my name, it will be yours. Okay, and so you would hit join lesson, and it's going to take you through. Right now it's going really slow because I have a lot of things open on my computer, but it's going to take you through the different appeals again, just to kind of touch on those: the ethos, pathos, and logos. Remember that ethos stands for a, a writer's credibility. Are they respectful? Are they kind? And the best way to notice this is to, if you're not offended when you read it. So the best way to explain that. So like, if I'm telling my reader that Coke is better than Pepsi, right? And I'm trying to get them to believe that Coke is better than Pepsi. I'm not going to attack that person, right? I'm not going to say you have to believe this, and if you don't believe this, then you're dumb, right? Because I lose my credibility, and so that doesn't appeal to readers. It doesn't appeal to people you're trying to persuade, right? So you want to be seen as a good person, you want to be seen as respectful. So that's ethos. Okay. Logos is really easy to identify, especially in articles and writing and essays, because logos appeals to your logic or your idea of what's right, right? And so you'll see a lot of statistics. That's a writer's use of logos. You'll see definitions, you'll see facts in there. And so those are the easiest to pick out, in my opinion, in writing. Okay. And then the last one is pathos. And pathos is completely emotion, right? And so you'll see this is where you're appealing to the reader's emotion. Like if you watch the video that we did, okay, then you see that they were talking about how oil is bad for our environment, right? Well, you can say that, but if you want to appeal to the reader's emotions and make them feel sympathy, then you would say, because of oil spills, okay, sometimes it kills the wildlife around it. And then you talk about the birds that die, that get stuck in there. You talk about the fish that come up belly up because they've died from the oil. You talk about the coral reef being destroyed, right? So you are appealing to that reader's emotions, and there are a lot of emotions, right? You have hope, you have fear, you have love, you have sympathy, um, you have disgust. So you would appeal, depending on what your argument is, you would appeal to their emotions. And a lot of times we change our mind based on how we feel about a topic. Okay, so those are the three appeals. So the first part of this Nearpod is going to talk about the three appeals, and you're going to have to identify which one. Okay, so then the last part of the Nearpod is talking about organizational patterns. And I don't want to go through all of this because it's self-paced. I will be talking more about organizational patterns. You will be doing a reading assessment, another reading assessment this 6 weeks, not this week, probably next. And you're going to have to be able to identify organizational patterns in writing. So this isn't the only instruction you're going to get over organizational patterns. We will revisit that. So that is pretty much all we're doing today. Um, Make sure, for you that don't get on Zoom and who just watch the videos, make sure that you are logging into Schoology. I guess if you are accessing this video, you are. Make sure that you're engaged. Like I said, yesterday's video, I've had so many absences, it's unreal, and you cannot earn credit if you do not attend. So the way to get attendance is to go to Zoom or to access Schoology before 11:59 p.m. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.